Participating in the Caspian Agro and Interfood exhibitions held in Azerbaijan, Pakistan's Minister of State for Railways, Bilal Azhar Kayani, spoke to Anews TV about the large-scale railway modernisation projects underway in his country and the prospects for regional cooperation. The minister highlighted key points regarding Pakistan's infrastructure initiatives, the role of CPEC, and the development of inter-regional connectivity.
Mr. Minister, first of all, considering today's complex geopolitical climate, including growing the regional tensions, how do you assess their impact on the transportation and supply chains of agricultural goods globally?
So firstly, thank you for having me on your show. Delighted to be in Baku on behalf of the government of Pakistan. I'm here on the directions of my Prime Minister. As you know, that Pakistan and Azerbaijan enjoy very strong brotherly relations, and there have been a lot of high-level exchanges between our two countries. And so as a continuation of that, I'm delighted to be here at the International Food and Agriculture Exhibition here in Baku. And so I've had the chance to participate in a panel in one of the events here and to visit the exhibition. And I think this is a great opportunity and a great event which has been quite successful. You can tell that with the participation from various countries and various companies. And I think some of the issue that you've discussed has also been addressed in it with respect to regional connectivity playing a role in sustainable agriculture practices across countries and food security, agricultural security of countries. So I think that events like this and cooperation between countries like Pakistan and Azerbaijan, I think will further enable the adoption of modern farming techniques, modern agricultural methods, and better food security for our nations.
Pakistan holds a highly strategic geographic position, and especially with the China-Pakistan economic corridor. How is your country position itself as a logistics hub for the trade and beyond?
So you're right, China is a very strong ally of Pakistan. We have an all-weather friendship which has a strong aspects across various fields. And the China-Pakistan economic corridor that you've mentioned has been a very central pillar of that relationship over the past 10 years. The China-Pakistan economic corridor provided us the basis for various infrastructure projects, particularly in the energy sector, in road infrastructure. And we are also exploring opportunities under that same umbrella for rail infrastructure. So that has enabled us to improve our infrastructure, and we're also looking towards other regional connectivity initiatives, including with China and with other friendly countries, Central Asian republics. So yes, I mean, I think that the CPEC, the China relationship, has played a critical part in the improvement of our infrastructure. And together with China and our other allies, we hope to further broaden our regional network. We hope to further broaden and strengthen the regional connectivity and improve people-to-people contact through better trade routes, through better land routes, through better air routes. I think that, for example, whilst we stand in Baku, over the past year, I believe, we have more flights than before, direct flights between Islamabad and Baku and Lahore and Baku. So I think initiatives like this will enable us to build on our strong brotherly relations and to improve the contact between our peoples, and also will create an enabling environment for more trade and business and investment between our nations.
From the perspective of the rail sector, what step is your ministry taking to modernize infrastructure and better connect rural agricultural zones to export markets?
So we are working on a project to upgrade our main line. We have three main lines in our railway infrastructure, but the most important one is a line called ML1. As you know, Pakistan is a country, has a vertical map, and so we have a line that goes from north to south, which is called ML1, and that is the line on which 76% of all our passenger traffic is, 98% of all of our freight traffic is on that track. It goes all the way from Peshawar in the province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa down to Punjab and passing through Lahore and all the way down to to Karachi, down at the end of the country, down south. So it's a very important line for us, both from a people's perspective and a trade and freight and agricultural perspective. And we are committed to upgrading that line. Again, it is a project under CPEC, so we are working with our Chinese partners. We are working to ensure that we can upgrade that line, and that will become a backbone for the level of trade and the increase in trade volumes that we envisage in the years to come, because our port is based in Karachi, our main port is based in Karachi. We have also created a port in Gwadar on the sea, and we also intend to create rail infrastructure out of that. So with these two lines, the rail routes and the rail infrastructure and these upgradations will become critical to our economic strategic plan, and it will become the main transmission line through which we will be able to ensure that trade takes place and both exports and imports are facilitated.
Finally, as Pakistan and Azerbaijan bilateral ties, what potential do you see for collaboration in rail logistics, and how could that enhance agri-trade between the two countries?
So I think, firstly, I think there is great potential for further strengthening cooperation in trade and investments between the two countries. We are two countries that have very strong brotherly relations, but I think that there's a lot more we can do to further improve our trade and our investment partnerships. And I think to that end, as I was mentioning earlier, there has been a lot of communication, meetings between between President Aliyev and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. A lot of high-level exchanges. The Prime Minister was here in February. He is looking forward to being here again in a couple of months for the ECO summit that is taking place on President Aliyev's invitation, and we welcome the announcement that has been made by President Aliyev to invest $2 billion in Pakistan. The teams from the two countries at the ministerial level and at the technical level are regularly in contact. They are working to materialize these $2 billion investments, and they are exploring opportunities in various fields. I think we can also explore opportunities in the rail sector. As I mentioned, that we are broadly looking to upgrade our rail infrastructure overall. We intend to broaden the rail infrastructure, the track itself, but then also in the future facilitate private sector partnership in the operating of train routes, in the operations of passenger trains, in the operations of freight trains, and also wherever possible to include partners in the upgradation journey of rail. So we look forward to exploring that opportunity as well with our Azerbaijani friends, with the Azerbaijani government, under the broad umbrella that the Prime Minister of Pakistan and President Aliyev have created for stronger cooperation between the two countries.
Mr. Minister, thank you for sharing insights. Thank you again.
Thank you.